everybody. This is Victor Cody. I'm down here in beautiful Key West, Florida, and we're getting ready for Fantasy Fest down here, which happens over Halloween period. And one of the things that I don't think you know too much about is the Fantasy Fest King and Queen, and how that comes about and how that whole process takes place. I'm here today with Shane Hall. He is a candidate for Fantasy Fest King, and we're going to talk to him and find all this out. So, Shane, let's start. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, well, hello everybody. I'm Shane Hall, and I am running for Fantasy Fest King 2013. I moved to Key West about 5 years ago from Texas. I've been coming to Key West for about 20 years. Fell in love with it. Always wondered what it would be like to live at the end of the road, and well, here I am. Was a school teacher for many years. Became a school principal. Went into corporate. And now I'm living a more relaxed lifestyle down here as a design assistant for a local interior designer.
Great. Tell us about the King and Queen of Fantasy Fest. How does all this take place?
Well, 8 weeks prior to the week of Fantasy Fest, which is, I like to tell people it's like a Mardi Gras down here. It's a week-long festival. 8 weeks prior to that, though, there is a series of events that take place that are put together by people who are vying to become king and queen. And it is a fundraiser for a local organization called AIDShelp. The money that is raised from those events in that 8 weeks goes to cover a really large deficit that AIDShelp encounters. This year is pretty special because of the new regulations that are coming in with healthcare. Obamacare is going to be kicking in. Federal agencies and state agencies are going to be cutting funds even greater. So this year we're looking at somewhere probably between $250,000 and $350,000 deficit that AIDShelp is going to encounter. All of that money that is raised goes to help fill that deficit. That goes for housing, medication needs, daily support, emotional support, and it also goes for educational awareness.
So each king and queen candidate, how do they actually win the title of king or queen?
Well, for those 8 weeks, we're responsible for putting together a team of people to put together a series of events so we can raise money. The king and queen are selected by the amount of money that is raised. Greatest amount of money,
you win. King. And on this island, king and queen is very much royalty here, isn't it? Yeah. And it's because of the money that they've raised and what they've done to help their community.
Yeah, in the years past, it was also a symbol of identity for AIDShelp. And that individual, who was king or queen, went around for the year throughout the community to make sure that people were still aware of AIDS and HIV and what it was doing to our community. Unfortunately, because of the way that AIDS and HIV has played out over the past couple of years, it's dropped out of the media. It's no longer in our mindset. So a lot of people have become really complacent about it. They've forgotten about it. So over the next year, that's what I'm hoping to do, is bring it back to the forefront.
So you're looking at education throughout the year. If you win king, that's your platform.
Right. Like I was saying, it's kind of left the mind of people, and what's happened is they'll do a series of 8 weeks of fundraising, and then the king or queen kind of disappears, and they'll reappear on occasional events held throughout the year. That's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that we get out there, that we're doing some public speaking, we're doing some public awareness. I have a real concern with the youth. The mindset of the youth, when you talk to them, AIDS and HIV is more associated with an STD, but you can go to the doctor, take a couple pills, and you're going to be fine. And then when you talk to them that know it's a lifelong disease right now, and it's something that you have to live with, and there's consequences after taking so many years of pills, it still doesn't faze me. So I have a real concern with it. So I want to get out there. I want to do some educating. I want to do some platforming. I want to bring this back to the mind of people.
Yeah, AIDS is still very much an issue in our community, and it's going to continue to be. You know, although people aren't dying the way that they used to, there's a lot of secondary things now setting in that has to be dealt with. And because it's not death put in front of them, they really aren't taking it seriously anymore.
Right.
And
you know, I want to make sure that everybody knows that the King and Queen candidacy is, it's not about death. It's not about recognizing those who have become victim of it in the past and unfortunately have fallen to it. There are times of the year that I'm telling people that those times of the year are set aside to remember those people. This 8 weeks is all about awareness, reawakening the minds of the community here and outside of the community, because what a lot of people tend to forget is Key West is the end of the road. 90% of the people that end up here did not grow up here. Almost 100% of the individuals that are helped from AIDShelp don't come from here. A lot of them come from Fort Lauderdale, Miami, North Florida, and there are a few scattered throughout the Midwest and the North where there isn't a lot of organizations to help individuals who have become HIV positive. So we end up in Key West. We're a really small, tight community. It's hard for us to continuously, what I call, race the community for money.
support. It's hard for a small community to support that large and a growing number of people with HIV.
So I am really, really vying to reach out beyond this 4x4 Mile Island to a larger community that can help us. And that is what I'm hoping to do over the last 4 weeks of this campaign.
Right. You know, you heard it, guys. Shane just told you exactly what it's about. It's about needing help. And so we're reaching out to you, and we're hoping that you can help. How do they do that, Shane?
Oh, there's several ways you can do it. You can go to the AIDShelp website. It's AIDShelp.cc. You'll find pictures of the individual candidates. Click on each one of their bios. Read about them. If you believe in what they're standing for, make a donation.
Shane. Make a donation for Shane.
You can also go to my website, which is shaneforking.com. That'll lead you back to the AIDShelp website to make a donation. The biggest thing that I'm having a following right now on is Facebook. You know, social media is extremely big. I'm getting a lot better results from there than anywhere right now. And you can go to facebook.com/Shane, SHANE, King.
Shane for King.
Shane for King.
On Facebook.
You know, I consider myself a member of the Bear community, consider myself a member of the Lettuce community because I've always identified with those. But I'm also a member of this
Community at large.
You know?
Yeah.
And we need to help each other. We got to reach out. We got to help each other. We got to do what we can. I'm really looking for people out there who can get this voice out there, who can get this message out there. If you have any questions, you can also call me. I'll give my telephone number. I've been giving it out for months. It's 305-407-4558. Call, chat, flirt with me, as long as you give me some money.
There you have it. So go ahead and log on and help us out. Thank you, Shane.
I really appreciate it.
Best of luck.